Haunted dolls. You have seen them all over pop culture, but have you gone to your local antique market to buy one? No? Cool. Well, I found out half an hour away from me is an antique mall called Southworks, where you can literally go in to a booth where they have haunted doll adoptions. So are you and me gonna go there right now and choose one and then come back and investigate it? Yeah, we are. Let's get at it. Wait, Dolph made the trek to Cambridge, Ontario. My mom and I used to go to this antique mall. It was like the biggest in Canada, and it used to be in this like giant factory. But then the giant factory turned into apartments, and now this antique mall's in the bottom of this office building. It's a weird vibe, but it's cool, and at least it's still open. So I'm nervous. I don't have any like initial vibes. I haven't let myself feel it. I want to like get in there and meet the dolls. It feels so weird to always say that, but let's go find our new bestie. How back rooms is this? You just walk in and it just empty. I feel like I'm in a horror movie. There's people. Here we go. Okay, we are looking for 092. I like your eyes. I like your eyes. Not the booth we're looking for, but this doll is giving me the majorest vibes. How much are you? Oh my gosh, I spotted. Haunted doll adoptions. First up, we have Edith, who is an unmarked, likely American or German manufactured doll. Apparently, she comes with her own tiny doll, and her disposition is quiet, cautious, but deeply attached, as if reluctant to be sat down again. Okay. Then there was Elma. Elma comes with a small brass goblet, and apparently she's gentle, observant, with a hint of quiet mischief. Then we have Claire, who's going to come with a tiny metal sewing machine, and her disposition is mild and reserved, although still listening to someone long gone. Next comes Greta. She's going to come with a small wicker basket, and she's serious, observant, and softly protective. Last but certainly not least, we have Birdie, who comes with a small teddy pincushion, and she's wide-eyed, affectionate, easily startled, yet eager to be held. Dun dun dun! Okay, which ones do you think we got? I didn't buy all of them. I had to leave some haunted dolls for others. Put in the comments right now. 3, 2, 1. Let's see who we got. Doom, doom, doom. This is Clara. So this is one that came with a tiny sewing machine. I haven't put the feels in yet. I'll be surprised if they're all haunted, but who knows? Maybe the person who sought these out knows more than I do. Clara comes from the Nimber Novelty Co. She's a composition head and limbs with softly molded features. Did you hear that? Spirit was with me today. I was working around the table early this morning before doing anything back there, and my left ear goes out. My left ear always goes out. If you're ever wondering if Spirit's trying to contact you, you don't have any health issues, if your ear starts ringing out of nowhere, that is usually a good sign for me. So she has painted eyes, joined to a cloth body, typical of early American production. She wears a cotton dress with lace trim, now gently aging from long, careful keeping. And then this is her sewing machine. Like literally a working little sewing machine. Is this your little treat? Next up, I purchased this little dolly right here, and this is Birdie. Birdie was 39 bucks. Clara was 39. Birdie is from 1938 to 1945. Wait, where's Clara from? Doesn't say. Okay, tell me if this sounds familiar. It's late, you're in bed, and suddenly something hurts or feels weird. So you grab your phone and you go straight to your nighttime doom scroll. Then you're 10 tabs deep and you've diagnosed yourself with 5 different things. And somehow you still don't have what you actually need. An actual doctor's appointment with someone who feels right for you. That was me. Over and over, I'd put off calling and I would get put on hold, or I would just have no idea which doctor I could actually trust. That's why I started using today's video sponsor, ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free website where you can search and compare high quality in-network doctors and choose the right one to fit your needs. You can also click instantly to book an appointment. ZocDoc isn't just a one type of care situation. They have more than 100,000 providers across nearly every specialty, from primary care to dental health, eye care to urgent care and mental health. and honestly more. It's the one-stop shop for all your healthcare needs. No need to call doctor offices and wait on hold either. ZocDoc lets you do everything online. With ZocDoc, you can either filter for doctors by insurance, location, and specialties, and what I love is that you can actually read verified patient reviews, see their photos, and get a sense of what they're really like before you even go, so you can choose the best, most convenient care for you. When you found the doctor that you need, you can see their actual appointment openings. Plus, ZocDoc helps you get appointments fast, typically within 24 to 72 hours of booking, and you can even score some same-day appointments. Stop waiting and start getting the care that you need. Go to ZocDoc.com/Selena to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. Thank you so much to ZocDoc for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the show. Molded rubber baby with painted features, an open mouth expectant expression, dress in hand knit wool set with ribbon ties suggesting a careful home keeping. She also arrived wearing a small red bracelet on her wrist. I don't know why I feel bad about unwrapping her. Tell me why that's a thing. So her teddy didn't come with her, and I wondered that when I was there if the teddy had been stolen because there was no teddy in or around her. I did look around, but this is a cutie pewtie right here. Sorry you don't have your teddy. I can find you something new. And then last but not least, oh my gosh, don't mind her head just falling off. I didn't like this. This is Edith. So she's from the 1920s to the 1930s. Ma'am. American or German influence manufacturer. Description: composition head and limbs with painted features and molded hair. Joined to a cloth torso, eyes open and closed, internal hook attachment remains intact. Later stabilized with adhesive to prevent repeated separation. Has a tiny baby doll. Disposition: quiet, cautious, deeply attached, as if reluctant to be sat down. Okay, let's see your little toy. The head just falling off is just not the vibe that I'm looking for. See, this is where I'm like, okay, this is a haunted doll. It comes with like some possession. This little doll is like from the 2000s. So I'm like, I want you guys to guess first who you think is haunted. We have Edith, Birdie, and we have Clara. I am going to be using my tools today to investigate each one of these dolls. First off, we are going to start with the easiest mode of communication just to see if these things do spark any electromagnetic frequencies. They shouldn't because they're super old, and that is the EMF reader. You heard that too. Okay, interesting. All right, Clara, you're up first. Clara, are you inside this doll? Got nothing from Clara, mate. I'm leaving the one I think is most haunted till the end here. All right, Edith. Oh my gosh, okay. Okay, Edith. This is your moment. Is there a spirit inside this doll vessel? Can you make this meter jump? Edith, do you reside in this doll? Does anyone or anything reside inside this doll? Okay. Now we have Birdie. This is the one that's given me vibes since the beginning. Hello, Birdie. Do you reside in this doll? Are there any spirits in this vessel? It's a nice day today, isn't it? There's such a big industry and there's so much money to be made with haunted items. It's crazy. Here's something with electromagnetic frequency. It's like you put it near your phone, it's gonna jump. Am I full of anything? No. Interesting. Okay, let's check the items that these come with too. So here's this tiny baby doll. Is there something inside this tiny baby doll? No. Okay. What about this tiny sewing machine? No. These are fun. You get them on Amazon. All right. So I'm gonna give you my main vibe. Okay. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to sit with each one of them and see if I can connect to anything myself and kind of decide where I think we're going with this investigation. The cool thing about my gift is I see different moments in time and where things were. And seeing where this was is very interesting. I can see it in a kitchen on a shelf. I can see a woman working in the kitchen, but I feel where it's been. I see it in a wicker basket beside a chair. Sewing supplies kept inside the wicker basket. This is giving me like 70s. I don't know if I'm just picking up residual energy. I'm not feeling anything like inside of this, but I can't always pick it up directly out of there. Next, I want to check Edith. If this is spirited, it's very light and it's more of residual spirit, because I'm just seeing the same thing played over and over again, where this is gifted already in a worn out type of state to a girl who's maybe a slight bit too old to play with it. It sits on her bed forever, forever, forever. Sits in a window for quite some time. Goes into a box. I just get days passing. I feel energy to it, but I don't know if it's intelligent energy. So I get Birdie and I'm immediately dizzy. She's warm to the touch is what's interesting. What I picture with Birdie is there was a woman who I don't think she ever had children, and she tried to fit in a lot of places, but she didn't well. I don't know where the doll came from, but she had quite a big array of dolls. She really had a few that were her favorites, and this was one of them. And she had an unattended death. Old age, very old. I feel like she's not just in this doll. I feel like she's in a lot of the different dolls that she loved the most. I'm curious to see if we can verify this story. We're gonna start with the Alice box. That is my absolute favorite mode of communication, especially when we're opening things up, just to get some verification on the things I said. I'd like to find out her name and if it is Birdie. Like a very gentle, mild-mannered woman, someone who she attended church for quite some time, but it was more for the sense of community than anything else. If I'm correct on this story, can you verify it in some way? I feel like she had a sister or sisters. One moved far like never came back, but they called to icy air. And then her other sister died quite young. Parents died quite young. She just was alone for a lot. I just don't know if she did have a husband who died young or if she ever had a husband at all. It just really feels like it's just her and her dolls. She had a cat for a while, but when the cat passed away, she didn't get another pet.
Coffin.
Okay. So you are passed on. I see this doll that you have here. Did you fix her up? She looks fixed up. Are you connected to this doll? See you.
Average.
You were an average lady. You seem like a really kind person in what I can see. You lived in a 2-bedroom, small house.
Seen.
You feel seen right now? You were slim, maybe 5'2", white hair, big glasses, pink rimmed, almost like clear pink plastic.
Listen.
Okay. You can make a sound anywhere in the room. I'm gonna set up the music box since you're making some movement for it. I'm gonna aim it towards where you made your sound. The night you passed away, you had a Thank you so much. Can you step away from the music box right now? Thank you. If your name was Birdie, can you step in front of the music box? Okay, thank you very much.
Elias.
Birdie Elias. Is that your
Draw.
last name? If your name was Birdie Elias, can you step away from the music box? Thank you. Wow, okay. The night that you... Can you step away so I can ask a question? I can feel her, which is interesting. The night you passed away, you had a bit of a cough that came on suddenly, and you made tea, and you got in these pink flannelly pajamas, and your bedroom was interesting because it was a large room, but you had a twin bed against the wall, and you made your...
Walter.
Okay. Was Walter your husband? I wasn't sure if you had one or not.
Ring. Shadow.
Okay, what are you trying to tell me right now? Can you give me one more word?
Throat.
Throat, the cough, yeah. I think you died of a heart attack in your sleep. I think you had a cough and you made tea and you went to bed and you just never woke up. And the truth was is that you didn't know you passed away, because in my mind's eye, I see you getting up the next morning and turning around and seeing yourself. And that's kind of when you got very confused. Yeah. Do you stick to more than one of your dolls?
Row. Pain.
Pain. Okay. So you did feel the heart attack. That sucks. In your sleep. In my head, I have that it was 6 days.
Draft.
Draft. I got real chilly. That's crazy. That stopped when it did, because I felt the energy up my back. Like she stepped out and over to me. So you're behind me right now. You're welcome to be here. Birdie, can you verify something for me? Did your neighbor
Whistle.
whistleblower? That'd be words she would say.
4.
Did your neighbor raise alarm about you? He was a single man in his late 50s who lived next door, who noticed that you didn't come out like you usually did. I feel like you put birdseed out or you put some out for squirrels, and he noticed you hadn't come out for a few days. So he knocked and he opened the door and called your name. And then when you didn't answer,
Headstone.
we should try and look you up. Okay. This is the thing though, I don't know if there's gonna be an obituary, because a lot of old people, the way that they do their houses and stuff, I can't tell if she died in the 80s, the 90s, 2000s. Like she definitely died before the 2000 teens, or right at the cusp. Okay, you guys are great at digging. If you guys can look into a Birdie Elias obituary, she was a woman predeceased by her husband, if she had one. She had what I think is 2 sisters. She lived in an area that had houses. Like if I'm supposed to give an area, I would think, I don't know if this is situational to the type of housing, I think it'll narrow down, but like a brick bungalow.
Sharp.
Maybe that's her maiden name. Maybe she's giving us a clue right there.
David.
Okay, so these are all cubes. We have David, Sharp. She lived in a brick bungalow in a cul-de-sac, to like a street that led to a cul-de-sac. Quiet area. I think she died in the 80s or 90s. Could be early 2000s. She had white hair. If there's an obituary picture, it's a dated looking photo of her with white hair.
Killed.
I can tell like she had a cough. That was heart failure. That was heart failure, Birdie. I'm so sorry. Haunted dolls are so interesting because anybody can give them a story. For Birdie, it doesn't give off what she was saying, but it was interesting that this person was...
Stars.
I know they're everywhere in here. Stars are what I collect. They're everywhere. I'm into celestial stuff. It's interesting that the person who did put names to these dolls obviously picked up something from the situation they were in. This doll's name, possibly Birdie Elias. I don't even know if Birdie is a nickname. I do love it. She was a calm woman. She was an older woman who died alone, which is very sad. Her neighbor was looking out for her. Her house was...
Pencil.
You want a pencil? I can do automatic writing. I'm gonna see if Birdie will come through me. Such a cool pencil. Look at this. It's called a Forever pencil. Okay, Birdie. My chair turned to directly face her. I was over here and it directly, like I'm not, that is so weird. I just see a lot of her house. I'm seeing a lot of a long stretched orangey or pinky bricked bungalow, huge tree out front. I have that she was really into pressing flowers and books and making flower arrangements, and there's a lot of pictures of cats. Loved cats, but after her last cat died, I think she was in her late 60s and she knew she didn't want to get another cat because she was afraid of dying and nobody finding her. I'm gonna turn this on for a final word, Birdie. It's been an honor to get to know you. I think you float between a lot of your different dolls. She didn't have like a massive collection, but she had dolls and she liked to fix them up. But Birdie, I've really enjoyed meeting you tonight. Your energy is quite nice. I think you talked to me earlier. Is there anything else you would like to say to everybody? Final word for the people? Feels like she's vibrating. It's like crazy. I hope I was able to tell your story right. You seemed like a really nice person.
Elemental.
You know things beyond our wisdom now, don't you? I would love to know if you guys can find anything about Birdie Elias or Birdie Walter or any of the other names that came through. It would be really cool. I haven't decided.
Trust.
I got your back, Bird. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep Birdie if I decide that I'm not going to, because I don't keep a lot of haunted items. I'm sorry, Birdie, but there might be a good home for you. I haven't decided. I kind of really like Birdie. I think Birdie might need to stay here. Do you want to stay, Birdie?
Error.
Error?
Suggested.
I don't like to keep a lot of items. Error. Suggested I keep you. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna keep Birdie. Birdie is going to stay here. She has a beautiful energy. She's in and out of this doll. This isn't a constant vessel. She kind of lives a life she couldn't. I think she was nervous to live a life of exploration, and now that she has passed on, she moves between different vessels, and that's really special. Sorry if I sound crazy to some of you. I'm a spooky girl who does spooky things and sees a lot of spooky stuff. Sorry, Birdie, I'm doing a soft plug right now. I'm heading out on book tour right now. Nope, in January. What's happening right now is my Infinity deck, which is over there because I was paying for it. It's on super duper sale. The lowest price you're ever gonna find it at. Pick it up for Christmas. Birdie and I say goodbye. So until next time, Boo Crew, stay spooky. This is Birdie, and she's my friend. This is Birdie, and she's my friend. This is Birdie. Okay, baby, let's go find you a home on the shelf. It's crazy how much we thought these would be worth.